Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again here with Virtual Sailor Next Generation with the beautiful Disney Wonder. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it pains my heart to share this with you. This is our final day aboard the Disney Wonder. Well, technically it's their final day. We get to stay on, we get to bring it out to Australia, so heck with them. Let's have a good time. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know that I am very excited. Why? Why would you do that? Yeah. Speed at 12. Thank you. Wonky. But very happy to be here with you guys, having a grand old day. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, everything that'll pass by. I'm recording this a day after Christmas, so again, a little bit of time on my end. But happy anything and everything to you, whatever makes your day brighter. Really excited to be here with you guys today, kind of closing out this adventure to start a whole new one. Really is what's next, and I can't tell you how very I'm excited for this next adventure. Now, I want to be very clear with this next adventure. This one was very detailed, and I was able to talk about these places because I've actually been here before. We're not going to have that. Yeah, we're not going to have that for Australia because I've never been to Australia. I'll be able to talk about Honolulu and go from there. So what we're going to do before we go to Australia is we are actually going to welcome the Carnival Jubilee to Texas. That'll be our next event here in Virtual Sailor, and we'll be doing their inaugural voyage with that. Let me actually bring that up right now. Carnival Jubilee itinerary, just so to be able to share with you guys what will be coming next. By the way, use cruisemapper.com, best thing you could ever do. So we'll be leaving December 23rd, really get to that celebration. We'll be having 2 days at sea. We'll be stopping at Roatan, and then we'll be making our way up to Costa Maya and to Cozumel as well, and then having one more day at sea before arriving back at Galveston. We have Rob's brand new Carnival Jubilee, which I think looks great. We have the brand new Galveston by him as well. And I wanted to be able to bring a little something different to the table, so that will be our next surprise. You guys will probably see the surprise video. If you made it this far into the series, you'll know what's coming. We'll be welcoming the Carnival Jubilee to the fleet, to Texas, and that'll be really cool to be able to do that. I'm pretty sure they do... Yeah, every week it's the same trip. It's a Western Caribbean every single week, exactly the same, which I always feel like unfortunate for some people, at least with Disney Cruise Line, because they don't have a billion ships everywhere. At least they get to go to the west and then to the east, at least back and forth. At least it switches it up a little bit. But c'est la vie. We've got, our list is growing of ships that we want to be able to show on the channel. I promise we're not going to come just into Virtual Sailor Simulator headquarters, but you never know. Maybe we will. There's a couple things I've got to update beforehand. I was not able to do it on the desktop version yet. I don't know how my layering went wrong. But I've been able to do it on the laptop, so I'm going to have to transfer that over. If you happen to be watching the Disney Wish series, actually I just started that, so if you saw the Disney Wish series, because I'm pretty sure it'll be done by now, you'll know that when we left Port Canaveral, we didn't have the parking garage. So that told me that we were missing assets, and it's just because I must not had something layered correctly. Honolulu looks good, but I bet you we're missing a couple things. So I got to transfer those files over, bring over the Jubilee, bring over the Valor, Royal Caribbean Independence of the Sea, I believe is the one that we have. We've got Princess Cruises in the future that I want us to do. There's a bunch of those. We've got a little private ship that I think could be a lot of fun to see where you guys want us to go. I was thinking about making like a poll system. You guys could actually vote of where you'd like to see the ship go next. So, a little bit of different on our approach. That's it. That's all that I will do for advertising for the future of the channel. But here, so we are coming in, and I've never done this before, by the way. Instead of docking over here, we're going to be docking here. And it hasn't loaded in yet, but there is a ship in with us today, and we'll see that in a little bit. But I'll go see you guys as we get a little bit closer, and we'll talk a little bit more about Honolulu as well. All right, we're back as we get down towards 10 knots as we come in here to Hawaii. We have the Majestic Princess in there in the main slot. What's also very interesting is they kind of followed us out, and then whatever island we were not at, they were at. But they are also Australia bound as well, which is really cool. Now, what I do have to say that sounds really neat, personally, I think, okay, is that they have a 23-day cruise when they leave Australia. They go from New Zealand to a couple places in Polynesia. They stop in Honolulu, of course, then they go up to Vancouver. So it's pretty much there, an ungodly amount of days at sea as well. But overall, I think that's pretty cool. But it's great to be able to see them in port with us. Maybe we'll be able to get them to play Love Boat theme before we leave. But our dock is right over here. Now, I have not pulled into this before. I will be honest, a little nervous, a little camera shy, because usually I've already done this. So that's going to be something for me to figure out. But overall, it should be a pretty awesome time. But yeah, back in Honolulu, again, an amazing place, amazing culture. Once I felt you got out of the city, like, the city was fine as well. I just don't like cities anyway. So there was that, and how to keep that in mind. But again, a beautiful morning, a beautiful sunset coming up over the ridge there as we pass this container ship, and as we head by the main cargo hub to get ourselves situated to be able to pull in. The butt end of the Disney Wonder will be sticking out, but that should be fine as well. But overall, beautiful as we take it in. Going a little bit faster than I'd like to be. I'd like to be down about 8 knots. We're just not dragging enough, and I'm not really going to throw her in reverse. I love how close it thinks that we are. We're not that close. And then it's not that open over here, so keeping it good. But overall, beautiful morning to be able to come in. We should have a beautiful departure as well. What's really cool, I gotta find it, is our itinerary for departure from here. As soon as we leave from Honolulu, we have 1, 2, 3, technically 4, 5 days at sea before our first port of call. Which should be pretty awesome. I'm looking at the personal navigator. And of course, we'll be passing the international date line as well on this journey, so that'll be really cool. We may do so in a video. I don't think so. I'd much rather, boom, we're going to wake up and we're going to be in Australia. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, obviously. But other than that, I think it's going to be a pretty smooth journey. I didn't hear of anything on the initial crossing, so I'm assuming it's going to be grand. And, of course, always got to gawk. I'm not used to this camera for some reason. I didn't know that you were out of London. Interesting. But yes, there is the Majestic Princess sitting there, also available by Rob's. I'm not sure if we'll be doing something with them, or if we will pick one of the other Princess ships. I really want to do a European voyage with Princess Cruise Line. I think that could be a lot of fun. Going to be watching our speed here as we get closer and closer to the dock. Again, we're at the Bell Tower dock. We obviously have military over on this side. So don't screw it up. So we're going to get ourselves in here and settled. What time is it anyways? I was going to say, it's about 6:30 in the morning. I was planning alongside 7. Disembarkation will be able to start around 7:30. We'll start getting new cruise passengers on board. I'm assuming probably around noon. I say that because I got on in noon. And it all depends on how quickly they can get everybody off. But you got to think about it. One thing that I want people to think about and take this step back, this has been a 10-day journey for us, which has been awesome. With the 5 days at sea going to Hilo, Honolulu, Kauai, Maui, and then obviously back here to Honolulu to finish the trip. It was a long one. It was our longest voyage, obviously, we've done on the channel so far. We're used to doing 7-night cruises and, you know, a couple 3s and 2s and stuff scattered in there, but you know, this was a long one. This was nice to be able to do so. Of course, it was long in videos, but the most fun for me, being at sea, cool. We speed up time and we just fly on through it. It's nothing like, you know, being able to go to some of these ports and be able to try to get ourselves in there. We feel so small compared to them. This is one of the newer ships. I think the Majestic was built in 2017, so she got a little bit on us. She's got about almost 20 years actually on this ship. So, you know, c'est la vie. Let's get ourselves up here. I guess it is a little bit deeper than I thought it was, but still, let's take a look here at the map. No mysterious underground anything. Got a couple rocks over there, obviously. Just gonna have to keep an eye on that. Keep on getting ourselves in reverse. So what I meant to say this earlier, then my brain went a disclaimer actually about us going to Australia. So we are going to be going to Australia, and the problem is that there's a handful of places that it's going to be going. A couple of the cruises that left from Sydney and Melbourne went to Tasmania. I can't find a Tasmania map, and I'm not skilled enough to make one. I have watched tutorials, okay? Before people start biting my head off, I have watched tutorials. I don't have the time and the ability to sit here long enough to do map building, especially a detailed one that I'd be happy with as we were to move forward. Ooh, don't need that much. Sheesh, easy. About 2 knots. Start swinging the bow. Over. Mind the stern. As we start to get ourselves into our berth here, just going to peek out on the other side. Nothing obstructing. Nothing's going to be in the way there. Take a peek over there. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to take a trip to Pearl Harbor. Hopefully I remember by the end of the day. We'll see, I guess. But I'm very excited for the road ahead, and I really do appreciate the support, guys. A lot of people have been liking these videos. You know, our average video consumption is anywhere between 40 and 60 views. There are a handful of things that barely get 10, which is fine. You know, I don't look at it and go, man, I really got to get these numbers up. It's not how I approach this. I'm just having fun. But what I do look at is that you guys like a game that I love. Okay, I don't like, I love. So, I am happy to give you more of this content. Specifically, I will be honest, specifically, obviously, Disney content. Yeah, we'll keep our lights on till we're in, at least. Let's pop in here. Swinging the aft around, watching the bow. Going about 2.5 knots, that's okay. We're far enough away from the pier. I'll kick it into 0. It's funny, I want to call it neutral because technically it is, but you're still technically in the forward motion. You're just not asking for more power. Looking good, looking grand. Looking good, looking grand. Pop that out. Looking good. Still have that wind file in there. Haven't been able to get rid of that yet because I keep forgetting. I gotta get into it. It drives me nuts. But at least we have the seagulls to keep on keeping us company, at least. Keeping it good. Right around 2 knots. That's good. That's good. Yes. Keep it up. Just making sure that the stern was going to clear. It is. Ooh, what do you have up on your TV? Movies. Under the Stars. Neat. That's so cool. That's cool to be able to see. We might take a walk over. Just to be able to see what they got that we don't. But I do need to make sure, because this pier just feels so small. I know, it's the iconic clock tower. So I'm happy to be there and be able to be part of history, but it's like, come on, we could have been right there. This wouldn't have fit over here. When you got to pick, when the harbor master has to make that decision, that one's a no-brainer. I am hoping that it's a little bit more cleared out than over here. Because here, you can see where, it gets down to like 5 and 7, which messes with the ship. Docking ability here looks very deep, so we should actually be able to get right into the position that we need. So right up against the dock and really far forward. Like we're talking bridge wing possibly here. Bulb of the bow right at the end. So you will have to see me jump in and off the ship. I wish we could put in more cameras, like these presets, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, those. I wish I could put in some more of those. Because I'd love one, breaking the character here. I'd love one right here where the wing's supposed to be, so I could actually watch the bow. Oh well. Let's pop back up here. Start pushing the bow in. Not a super crazy amount, like easy. I didn't think 12 was really going to be grabbing that much, but heesh. That is pushing us and pushing us hard. Sorry about that. If the audio cut out, I accidentally clicked out of the sim. Start doing a little bit more in reverse. Oh, I'm in the water. Yeah, I got plenty more room to be able to go. Because again, we got to be like right up against it. Maybe just barely, I'll actually be able to squeeze in here. I'm just going to pull a little bit further away from the dock. Stern's fine. Splash you over just for a moment. Looking good. They must have gotten here at like 6. I can't remember when their window was to get in here. Down to about half a knot. Still got more to go, so let's kick it up a little bit. Again, when you go to places, they actually have markers on the pier in here to be able to tell you where you should be. And if you're at a place very regularly, it will actually have your name on it because they've already measured it out for you. It changes obviously from tide to tide, but generically, I'm just checking the depth here. Why do we have a little light on the bottom? That's weird. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep, so that's fine. A great view in the morning, huh? This is a great way to be able to end this trip, is right here to be able to look at the Disney Wonder. This is actually a good view. When I went, I remember we drove past here. There was nobody here when we were in Honolulu. We couldn't really see the ship until like the last second. I can see that the grass is kind of overtaking the road itself, but this is a pretty good sight. It's pretty neat. kind of keeping an eye there. Probably with that bollard right there. Kind of drifting forward. So what I'm trying to make sure is that obviously when I go over the bulbous bow, it doesn't come in contact with anything. So let's pop her in reverse. As we get closer to 0, we'll call it good here, right along with that. I'm going to click 8 for the stern, get that swung in here. Ship is a 0. Right, you didn't like being on 8, did you? You didn't really function. Giving it a shot, see, but I think it had to be at least a 10. There she goes. Looking good. I know that the bow is pulling away, and that's okay. Looking good, looking grand, looking good, looking grand. Watching the motion itself. Kill it. As we make contact. And there you have it. We are docked. And it actually looks pretty good, actually. It reminds me, though. You... Yep. You. Yep. And you. Sure. Okay, that one gets too far. Will you be happy over there? You are happy over there. Beautiful. Well, there you have it, everybody. Yes, I can't turn off the general alarm when it thinks that you tap into something, obviously. We haven't. We weren't even alongside yet. So, gotta love that. But we are here. Now that I think about it, we can actually... turn off those lights. Our nav lights can come off. Time for us to get refueled with fuel. You'll see next time that will come, this fuel will actually be 70, so we actually lose some fuel on our journeys. But beautiful Honolulu. Beautiful sunrise. I definitely want to go over and see the Majestic Princess really quick. So let's get ourselves cleared. Let's go see the Majestic Princess. We'll pop back over, make our morning announcement to say goodbye to everybody. So I'll see you guys in a second. Got to get over there. All right, well, there she is in all of her majestic glory. Yeah, it's cool to be able to come up and see these other ships while we're in dock. We're right over there looking beautiful ourselves. The captain has told us that we can come on board really quick, be able to just take a little bit of look around, which kind of gives us a little preview of this ship. But more, I want to be able to go and play with the horn. He did give me the okay. Harbor Master's probably not going to like it, but hey, it's not my ship. So let's climb aboard the Majestic Princess, shall we? Well, we're up here on their main deck. This ship is huge. They have way too many stairs. That's what I can share with you on that one. But welcome on board. I can't help myself. I've got to come over here and take a peek. Look at that. She looks so good. All right. Captain said if we made our way up to the bridge, so it would be up here. And, you know, wow, they've got a lot of area. This is above the bridge. Whee! Wow, there's a lot of area above that. Pop on over here. And we should be able to hear it from here, but take in, again, another beautiful view of the Disney Wonder. Right over there. And there you have it. Very quiet. We got to work on that. I got a little couple tweaks that we got to do before we can drive ourselves a Princess Cruise Line. But I'm gonna head back to our baby, and I'm gonna let everybody know the unfortunate news that it's time to disembark. Let's head on over. All right, let's let them know. Wrong one. Why am I hitting that button? Come on. Oh. Slow down, Skippy. Skippy. Slow down. Well, I have to take a couple steps. Here we go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your captain, Captain Zach, speaking from the bridge. We are back. We are back here in the beautiful island of Oahu here at Honolulu, and I have the unfortunate duty to share with you. It is disembarkation day. We'll be cleared shortly by local officials, and we will be having you guys disembark. But although today is your last day here on board with us, the memories that you have created on board with us will last the rest of your lives and ours. And from all of the crew, from the bridge to the stern, I thank you for sailing with us here on the Disney Wonder, and we hope to see you on board again. Wherever your journeys may take you after today, we hope that you can carry that in your heart. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you real soon. All right, that's not that bad. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Try to keep it somber. And I know people are like, oh, well, you know, the captain doesn't make those kind of announcements. I have had a captain do this. Who shared it with us, gave us a good morning. You know, cruise director did too, but it was always followed by the, you know, it was followed after the captain. What's this button? I'd like to know what that button does. So it's a fun little thing for me to be able to do. But we are here in Honolulu. It is beautiful. I love it so very much. But it is time for us to end this series here. I hope that you guys enjoyed our trip to the Hawaiian Islands, and our next adventure with the Disney Cruise Line, we're going to be heading off to Australia for the very first time. That's going to be a relatively short series, unfortunately. But I'll kind of walk you through why and how as we get closer. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.